Hello, welcome to Woodline Tracking. Today we are going to discuss how to self-examine yourself as a Christian, patriot, warrior, prepper, what you want to call yourself. Because I think this is something we really need to do in this country. Because we are in some troubled waters and we need good Christian patriots to step up and answer the call. So we're going to go over 3 avenues here quickly on some ways to examine yourself and how you are doing. This is a portion of the thing that you can do and be honest with yourself, and just some guidelines. I'd love to hear comments if you have comments about it. Okay, the first one is going to be training. It's a subject that everybody wants to talk about. And everybody says they got and do, but in my experience, I'm being honest, very few patriots really do. You need to ask yourself, do I live the lifestyle? Do I dedicate and make time with my schedule and prioritize time to train? And I don't mean just going out in the range and shooting at tin cans. I mean a good training program. And I mean also you need to train with groups, because it's kind of hard to do small unit tactics by yourself. You need to train with groups. I suggest you to use airsoft or something so you know if you're hit. And it's great. You can do it in the woods. You can do it in buildings. It's limitless. It's one of the best, cheap ways of doing it. But I urge you to think, how much do I really train? Do I really study and read books and try to educate myself on it? One thing that helped me was I keep logs. This is my tracker log. This is my paramilitary training log book of when I train and what I do. Now it's not when I teach, it's when I train. On the teaching aspect, and this goes for your training too, I strongly suggest you to make lesson plans, notes, all that kind of stuff, because that gives you a baseline to build off of. Because nobody knows it all. If you don't write it down, you don't remember what happened and you can't build off of it. But if you write it down and you have some format, you will be able to modify it for what works and what doesn't work. Like right here's one I have for Woodline that I teach, but it's on reconnaissance. Recon is one of the things that a lot of people overlook. But and again, you need to make notes and put it down. Also, you can't memorize everything. I don't care how good you are and how much you do it, you forget stuff. So now if you're going to train on recon, or you're going to teach some recon, you can go back, refamiliarize yourself, and have a dynamite class of training. Also, if you're training people in a group, you have a format so everybody's being trained the same way, for everybody's on the same page for the most part. So I urge you to do that. And that also, you don't realize how much you learn by writing it down and how much you learn by teaching. You just got to be committed to it. So I urge you, get committed to training. Do not live off your past achievements. Build more achievements. And keep on following your knowledge if you want to be the Christian warrior and live that lifestyle, not just say you are. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is religion. Now this might not apply to some of you. If you're not a religious person, you can shut the video off or go to the next phase, whatever you want to do with it. But I'm a religious guy. Also, a lot of people probably don't know this. I am a chaplain at the Ohio Defense Force, 4th Battalion. The Ohio Defense Force is a paramilitary. So I do sermons there. In fact, this is one of the sermons I've done. We need to get spirit-filled Christians back in America. We really have lost our flavor as Christians. There's a lot of reasons, but I'm not going to go into it on this. But I urge you to dedicate yourself to God and to become spirit-filled and have fruits of the spirits. Because the power of God is awesome. I have seen it in my life many a times that has saved my life or saved bad things going down, or if in a time of high stressful situations where the lives on the line, God just gave wisdom in your mind on how to deal with it. It's amazing. So I urge you to seek God, because that is the ultimate power here, because everything boils down to God if you're a Christian and you believe in Him, because the power of God is unbelievable. I've seen it in my life. I've seen miracles happen. I can go on about it, but how do we do that? Well, let's go down to self-examination here. How often do I pray? Do I really put intelligence behind my prayer? Do I truly trust God, or do I just say I do? How often do I read my Bible? Am I in a weekly Bible study? Do I write sermons and write notes? That's a key right there. I mean, I wrote this, and you learn so much again as I talk about the tactics as actually reading the Bible and putting lesson plans and sermons together. It's unreal. Also writing journals down. I forgot to grab my journal book here for prayers and see how God answers your prayers. I urge you to do all that. I urge you to become an active Christian and truly trust and obey God. And just don't say it, actually do it and become spirit-filled and have the fruits of the Spirit, because it's a power that no man can take from you and it'll make the devil run. So I urge you to become spirit-filled and take and study and dedicate the time to God. Again, this takes dedication of you to follow God. And I know some Calvinists will argue with me on this, but we're not here to debate all that. I urge you to dedicate yourself to the Lord and become spirit-filled and get His power and wisdom. All right, the next one we'll talk about is being informed and know what is going on. This is one of the things that people get in debates on, what is going on. And a lot of people, a thing I always hear if you get into it, well, you can't believe everything you read. Well, no duh. That's the reason why you have to research and study and use your brain and what God's given you to make a smart decision on what's going on. I mean, some of the things that I like to use is the Bible, the Constitution. Double check everything. Think about what's going on. What makes sense? What is the agendas here? And it takes time and dedication, more than just going to Facebook and looking up what somebody posted, and actually researching it and see what is going on and make a smart decision. So you're not getting the wool pulled over your eyes, or the saying one of my sergeants used to say was, someone's pissed, don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. Okay, so being informed, guys, is bad. I mean, you really need to be informed and know the truth. Know the truth and what's going on, and have your beliefs. That way, if you have to debate with somebody, you have an educated way of debating. Because most time we debate with people, they just go off of emotions and stuff that you don't even just shake your head about. And you're like, boy, I wish that person was a little more informed and could really tell me why they believe what they believe with facts. That shows that they thought about it, not just quoting some saying that they memorized that someone said. So I urge you to stay informed and take the time and make a discipline to do your own research and see what's going on and make your own decisions. Well, I hope you find this video helpful. I urge all of you to pray, get trained up, and stay informed. We got some troubled times ahead of us, and it'll take Americans to solve these problems. So, besides having God on your side, we need God. I'm sorry, we need God on our side. So, remember, time may go on, but your life may not.